Oh, we into it already? Good
We are
lord.
into it. So, League of Liquor,
Yeah, we got some early bands coming
following
out.
up with more of what we'd expected, um, and Hospitalize, hovering the same bands here. Ivern still up. That's the one. That
Yep.
would be the
As you can see
iteration.
here, League of Liquor elected to go for a blue side game 3 as well. Losing side gets losing team gets side selection.
And they
I don't
leave
fight
up
band coming out.
Ivern.
So I did see in the chat. I mean, if from Big Booty Judy, if HPZ goes Medic Squad, it's game over. Ivern is left up and Pantheon taken away from Bassoon. So not wanting to get that aggressive early game option, wanting to make sure we can stall this out. Braum taken away again. So they're favoring this Ban Taric take Braum. I think the Braum. I may have had a error inside of our presentation prep, as Bassoon mentioned. Braum is a shared pick between our supports. And the Jarvan locked in as the first round pickup for Hospitalized, and the Caitlyn, the shared pick in the bot lane. We saw
So
it
yeah,
game 1.
Agateo on a third unique pick this series. So the Vayne is still up. They
Yeah.
decided
He
to
wants to have
pick the Caitlyn
options
here.
for his final skin.
Vel'Koz. Dahl could get the Vel'Koz. I thought that we might get the spicy pick from Dahl, down 0-2 in the series, but it looks like back to basics here. So they're definitely, trying to cook
I
up
like this
everything that
though,
they
picking
can
up
to
the
win.
Vel'Koz, making sure it doesn't get banned away. This is a huge comfort pick, and they've looked very good on it all season. And the Cassante hover. Let me go double check the lineup. Do we have a lineup swap? No,
Nope.
still Hope in the
Lineups are
bot
good to go.
side.
And Misfortune. So this is post nerf Misfortune, and Misfortune does not really like to play into Jarvan, but we could see a Mumu come out here, and a Mumu has been the hospitalized kryptonite. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw an Amumu ban right here.
I really would be disappointed if we didn't see an Amumu ban. I think it's a clear option. What would this be? Curse of the Sad Disintegration Bullet Time?
And it's a Jarvan top, by the way, so a third Jarvan game for hospitalized, but it is onto the second player.
Correct. So Darius taken away. I think Jarvan definitely does not enjoy playing into a Darius. There's lots of pressure from Apprehend, as well as just you want to get on top of him, but Darius wants you on top of him. Whittle guy just got Ivern rip team wall. Yeah, backed against the wall. League of Liquor's definitely got to be concerned that the Ivern lost in for Hospitalized in the first set, but they do get rid of this troublesome Ziggs pick
Okay,
that Yoni
all right.
has looked quite strong on so far this series. And the Amumu ban coming out makes a lot of sense. We called for it. Poppy taken away as well. This makes a lot of sense too. Abraxo was killer on the Poppy in game 2.
All right. So what? So
Not
where
quite
do they
locked in.
go? Um, what do they
So we've got
actually
bot
decide here?
lane and mid
Hospitalized is gonna
lane
have to
covered
choose
for League of
first.
Liquor. I
Is it
mean,
gonna be the support or the top?
ooh, the Lissandra.
Lissandra.
So this is a pick that just got a small nerf along with Misfortune, but I've been personally playing the fair amount of this in the mid lane. The Ari hover. This is not the spicy pick we were expecting. Could just be a troll hover. So let's go ahead and wait till that gets locked in. Let's talk about Lissandra. Lissandra is a great setup pick. I think it makes a lot of sense. We have not seen it come out
It's
for them yet
tough.
this
I
season.
think
I
it's
think
tough
this
to
will be an
pilot.
LCC first on Lissandra. Lissandra is tricky. You have to get that range just right. It's long cooldowns,
Set
but the
Volibear.
passive and your team fight presence is insane. So this will be a Volibear jungle locked in for Whisper. This is one of his signature picks this season. It's picked up several bans. It is not one of their most bans, but is one of their most picks. They've picked it 5 times so far this season. They've picked Vel'Koz 6 times so far this season. This will be a 7th and a 6th for them respectively.
Jason,
They're top lane.
drafts like this are why I don't like Fearless Draft, okay? This is a fully unique draft that we have not had yet, and we're seeing the iteration and the complexity of the pick ban system come out. I think drafts like this are exactly why Fearless Draft is a little bit overrated in my opinion. We're getting, like, look at this. We get a Lissandra, a Bard, a Caitlyn, and an Ivern, and sure, it's another Jarvan game, but it's in a totally different lane. All right, this is iteration at its finest. We finally get the Vel'Koz. The Braum is a takeaway. I'm all about it. I'm
I think
here
it's
for
a
it.
somewhat of a weak argument to take a shot at Fearless out of left field, but I am hype about. Ooh, any words of wisdom for potentially the last game of this season 2, Ian?
I think it's been a wild ride, and we're at least guaranteed one more right here, right now. Is it going to be a quick one? Is it going to be a short death? Or will this be, a valiant effort here? And it looks like they are going to dance party in the
Yep, we've
mid
got a
lane.
dance party agreement in the chat. So Spirit's still looking high. All of our competitors, man, Bear breaking it down. Ivern throwing
Let's take bets. Who's going to
classic
break this?
Iverson.
One of them is gonna hit. Who's gonna?
Uh, I mean, I think traditionalist would predict Matt for that one. But
Okay,
personally, I would.
nobody does it.
Okay,
It's
no, just a
honorable.
clean walk
It's
away.
peaceful. Okay, I'm glad we all got to share in that moment. All right, so no invades going down. I think I would
Yep,
have
I know you've
liked.
got the chat turned off, but I think if you want to flash it quickly, it's all good vibes from everybody on both sides. I think everybody's excited to be in the finals. We're enjoying the League of Legends. Everybody is having a great time. This is LCC, the League Community Cup. The community is very important to us. And let's get into Game 3. First
Yeah,
damage drawn
I
by
will
Doll with a
say
nice Q.
something interesting here is that I think that this actually favors hospitalized. They've had two somewhat standard level ones, and so I think that having the dance party is actually they're really happy to have a guaranteed standard lane. So
Ooh.
strategically, it's good. Trades going down both top and bot side.
Yep, Cho'Gath wasn't so bad. I didn't feel that bad for it, but man, TJ taking a lot of damage into set level 1 as Jarvan is quite bad for him. But on the bot side, Braxo finding a nice stun. Peacemaker will land over top.
Oh,
Bassoon
there's
finding
a stun.
himself half HP,
Bassoon is
but the
looking
Braum
here.
passive.
And that's it. That's an exhaust. Bassoon and Hope not on the same page. The second stun is going to come through, but that's the barrier flash out, and that is first blood. Hope needs one more auto. One more auto. Oh, he will. Okay, so they. Oh man, the fact that Agateo had that like 6 HP is a double kill for Bard, both going over. So the gold is actually basically even on the ADs. Wow, very
Bassoon
close
was deep
fight.
into it. He's melee. He's got to commit to that fight once they go in that hard for it. But Hope started to walk away. I think if they had committed to the fight, that Braum passive proc would have picked them up 1, maybe 2 kills. In the end, it's fairly even, but an unusual start to this lane.
Yeah,
the wave pushing out towards Hospitalized, I think is in Hospitalized favor overall. Just slightly, though.
I think there was clearly a little bit of miscommunication there. It looked like Bassoon very much wanted to go in and Hope was trying to play for the trade. And so we'll have to see how this goes forward and if they're able to get on the same page here. It is game 3. All the marbles on the line. This is their elimination match. Whittle is befriending his jungle, but we do see Whisper topside, and TJ does have Flash and level 4. Yeah. Will he be able to make it out of this? Let's watch this topside gank as Whisper rolls in. And yeah, TJ is probably not long for this world. He is going to flag through, and he does get out, but it's TJ will have to force flash, and he does get out. There's no sums here bot side, and so Whittle with the return with a first gank, and they are going to capitalize. Agateo already picks up one. Will Hope go down as well, and it is a double kill for.
I think go ahead and rewind and hit that bot lane play again. It was a nice portal over the wall to coordinate with Whittle guy. Setting that up, he avoids the vision as much as possible, coming through the river, hugging the wall. A great play set up from them in the bot side. And an unfortunate escape for TJ in the top side, but Yoni's going to go down. No, Yoni living.
Oh, well, I rewind to watch this play. But yeah, we kind of saw that, so let's go ahead and zoom back to live. And Yoni does go down as it's traded onto Whisper as all of that is happening. The root collar lands through. Will they pick up a second? And they do, but it's going to be a trade because it's under tower. So Doll actually, trading out there, pretty even across the map, but already about a 1,500 gold lead for Hospitalized.
Yep. I think you could. Sorry, I wasn't aware that you did commit to the replay backwards. Sorry for spoiling the
I'm
play
live
for
now.
anybody
No, I'm live
following
now.
my play by play.
So yeah.
Uh, yeah, sometimes you have to keep in mind when you're casting the games. Like you don't want to be biased. You want to just support good plays, call out people for when they do things well, or perhaps some unforced errors. But it's not been a problem so far. I'm just here for the good League of Legends, and the players are presenting. We're seeing plays and opportunities taken by both sides. Hope pressuring Abraxo off of their ward, defending the pink. Nice to see. As Yoni pushing forward onto
Yeah,
Whisper, but
so
doesn't
the
quite
claw
connect with the
is
snare.
down, and Crimson Yoni will not. I mean, he doesn't have an escape now with that claw down, and so Dahl is going to pick up this kill, and that's the second kill onto Vel'Koz. And Set. I mean, Matt is just so strong up here in this lane. It looks like Bassoon might be a little bit too far, but he should be able to stand behind me. And instead, Whisper is going to go for the stun. A stun lands onto Whittle Guy, and they will just collapse. And Agateo is here, Peacemaker onto Bassoon. So Braum is pretty low. They shouldn't be able to get this dive off, but I'm not sure.
Damage is good, but it's a 2v3, and I think they're going to be happy
Oh, and that's
enough with...
onto the
Oh!
trap! And it's a misplay from Bassoon, and that is the third
Yep.
death.
Speaking of unforced errors, one comes through there. Unfortunate for Bassoon off the back of great play to force a kill onto Whittle Guy. Earlier, to start off that play, Crimson Yoni, as we mentioned, Lissandra can be a difficult champion to play. Going for the claw forward, but just missing on the connection with the snare. It's quite short range, only about 500, perhaps 450 range on that snare. Whittle Guy trying for a gank topside, perhaps just going for these
Looks like he's
grubs
just
or an
going to take the
invade. They have
invade
their smite
instead.
up.
Bassoon is
Yep.
here, the unstoppable, unbreakable goes up, but yeah, there's no full dive commitment, and they are finally catching up in levels here as
Ooh, like two top roaming. We're gonna have a 3v1 on the Goo Death. Spotted by a Vision Ward, and Crimson Yoni's ultimate is
yeah,
up to
Met is
frozen to
probably in
him.
trouble here as the claw forward will come through. The showstopper lands, and he will get good, trade value, but at the end of the day, he does go down. It's a nice power play here, but that does mean that bot side is for League of Liquor, and so they are only 1,000 gold down. It looks like Dahl is in a pretty good position here. Another early jungle lead for Whisper, and yeah, I mean I think looking pretty good here.
Yep, I really like this immediate trade down onto the Dragon, and now they're roaming. They know that this play is happening, but a Winter
Bassoon with
Spike
a
connects
flash,
onto
Winter Spike
Agatio.
onto Agateo, and Braxa will have to flash out as the life form disintegration ray lands, but it's going to be a trap into 90 caliber net, and Whisper is just deleted from the server, and so
You hate to see it. His ultimate is up. He could have Ohm Ruckered that tower, but instead Agatio picks up a kill. I like the roam down after this Dragon. That makes a ton of sense. I think that's exactly what they want to be looking to do. Of course, the Void Grubs picked up on the strong top side for Hospitalized. I really like to look at that play, but the kill going over to Agatio,
Hope getting
unnecessary.
aggressive here. And they are going to try and trade out ultimates. A nice stand behind me into Unbreakable, but not able to kill with the bullet time. And now Abraxo is going to look, and it forces out the flash from Hope. So a nice, aggressive magical journey there. Daisy is tanking. Crimson Yoni looking to dive under tower.
I'm glad they don't overcommit to this. Great play there. Dahl successfully absorbing that pressure. Disintegration Ray is on cooldown still from that bottom play. Man. Okay, the game is going to settle for a moment. Let's take an inventory on gold differences. There is a 30 gold lead in the top, 30 CS lead in the top side. Still some creeps to collect for TJ. He's got his Tiamat, should be able to clear this out. But almost almost two plates going over to Gudeth.
I mean, Jason, I think one thing to note is just how bloody this game has been in comparison to the first two games. We're at well over a kill a minute, almost 2 kills per minute here, and we're only 9.5 minutes in. So this is much more aggressive, and we saw it from the level 1 in both of the side lanes.
Yep, I'm watching top very closely right now. We've got this Volibear on the flank. Gudeth wants to catch
disintegration
TJ
ray
out.
onto the Lissandra, and Lissandra will escape with just a flash of HP. Can the geometry connect? It does not, and Crimson Yoni gets out. But for some reason, and it's the self ultimate for the self healing. Okay,
Top lane, gank
Yeah.
comes out.
Oh, and the flash out.
Showstopper.
It is going to be the dunk.
Yep, Stormbringer, Showstopper. Whisper and Matt connecting together to pick up another kill onto TJ, pushing home that top lane advantage. Nice play from them. Yoni managing to escape after burning their frozen tomb just to survive the Vel'Koz W.
Yeah,
What's
Dull
that
is
one
really
Void Rift.
set up in a position to try and carry this game. On their main, already with 3 kills, just 10 minutes in. This Lost Chapter is about to convert. Can Whittle actually find anything here? The slow is going to land. Daisy is so unbalanced. What is this? And that's going to be a solo kill shutdown. And Whittle just finds... I'm not sure if Whisper wins this.
I think he wins the fight, but it's going to take him a long time to get there, and I think Crimson Yoni is going to find the time to make it.
The champ is just not balanced, dude. And he's going to get away.
Whispers
15
away.
HP. 15 HP.
Yeah, burning his flash for that one. So I think if Dahl had just wrapped around, run straight to tower, they had a good chance of surviving. But that Daisy is brutal. The tag from the shield slow managing to set up the snare.
Winner's Bite on Agateo.
Could set up a nice fight bot lane.
Nice.
Oh, the Tempered Fate.
Tempered Fate lands. The Glacial Fissure is going to come through. So ultimates from all of them coming out. Yeah, and just kind of buying some time, buying some space here. Whittle is now bot side, and they are prepping this dive. I'm not sure what Hope is going to be able to do. You can always just bullet time the wave whenever they, you know, threaten a dive like that. So
I'm sitting on 830 gold. He's trying
around
to get his Bloodthirster. I'm not sure what the completion cost is from BF Sword Longsword, but I don't think he's quite there yet. They really would love to have this Bloodthirster completed before the dragon, as I believe Agatio is going to pick up his collector and they'll lock it into the pack to the pockets of
the damage,
Abraxo.
though, and Lifeform Disintegration Ray comes out and the flash is forced out mid. Dahl is not waiting around anymore. It took until game 3, but we are done playing backseat. We are playing the mid lane, and we are going to look for the angles. I love it. That's what you want to see.
We're finding close plays on the Lux, but it's even closer on this Vel'Koz. She's on. They're on comfort, and I love to see it. Dahl's feeling very confident in the mid lane as a teleport comes through from Lissandra. Crimson Yoni going to take some damage.
Whittle and Abraxo are here, and the ultimate down onto Dahl. So that being said, Dahl is still very squishy, and Dahl will drop here. Crimson Yoni with a nice teleport ulti, and Abraxo now is going to look for some type of play. Not sure what they'll be able to find. As the Cataclysm down, Showstopper out. TJ is pretty low,
no.
but Whisper not. You know, he is now kind of stuck in a 1v3 on the side, and the match just has to back out. By the time the Bassoon gets here,
Stormbringer Showstopper cast at the same time, but the Showstopper bringing them out of the Stormbringer's damage. So a little bit of miscommunication there.
It's a flash forward. The flash face breaker does pick up the solo kill. Nice solo kill, trying to capitalize on something on this side. And Agateo and Hope are just deciding to brawl it out. It looks like Crimson Yoni is gonna try and find the engage here, but the
I think
shielding.
a great play out of Matt to pull pressure. They don't finish the Void Grubs, and Bassoon is here to keep him alive. And they're going to turn around onto the bot side of the map and immediately start taking down this dragon. Really good play from Hospitalized, kind of even out the backside.
From Legal Liquor,
yeah,
absolutely. They're trying to neutralize the objective.
That's a drink, I suppose.
This is their second dragon, and so this soul condition could be good. This is very inverse of what we've seen these teams do before, and so Whittle now taking the grubs instead of League of Liquor. Bassoon, I don't think you want this fight. There is no Daisy. You will get the stun,
on cooldown, but
I
League of Liquor is rotating over, pings down onto this fight. It's just a smack
They're
support
trying to catch
fest.
Abraxo on the other side. Bassoon now realizes that he pretty much probably hard loses this, and the Facebreaker is going to connect here onto Whittle guy. Whittle has to flash out. Daisy might just finish this kill. Daisy does finish the kill, and Whittle is still alive, just on the side, being an Ivern, being a nuisance. The shield for Daisy comes through. It's another knockup from Daisy as the Facebreaker is in, and it does connect. Matt is only
coming up soon.
Matt is so low. The root color will just land, but Daisy is not balanced.
2 seconds to
The
Haymaker.
flag and drag through, and it will be a shot.
No.
It will be another kill. Crimson Yoni now onto the side, another ultimate onto Doll, and Doll is chunked down so low so quickly.
Little guy escapes again.
Bullet time is going to land, but it won't be the full every wave. Wow, I mean, just so chaotic, these fights. A lot of these skirmish fights going the way of Team Hospitalized, though. Abraxo,
Stormbringer lands down onto TJ.
yeah, Abraxo is
Whisper with
here.
the chase down.
This is going to be supportal combat as the both TJ flags into the Tempered Fate. The stun will come through, and that is one. Crimson Yoni is there, but it has to be a magical
Pops up
journey
the
out.
map with 80 carry duel.
That is the Caitlyn ultimate.
headshot.
That's what he learned from last time with the collector, but it's just fractionally not enough.
What is going on, everybody?
It's just
I hope
across
you've
the
got your
map,
snacks
man.
and drinks already, because there's no time to go
Yeah,
get him now.
and Whisper doesn't
with
want to wait.
another
It's
again.
straight through the magical
accidentally
journey.
tanked the portal.
As soon as
That's
they're
an accident clicking down onto Abraxo.
and Whittle is here.
Daisy's back.
I mean, Daisy should get a knockup, right? Look at the
Yeah, there
slows.
100% will be a knockup on the back
There
end
it
of
is,
this.
on
Doll is
the
available
Whisper.
in the mid lane.
And Whisper flashes this. Okay, another magical journey into the.
The stun! Oh my god! Doll is there, but the damage and follow-up is just too much.
All right.
The lockdown is brutal for Hospitalized.
What is?
Disintegration Ray is ready, though.
I mean, the self-ultimate really well timed, and yeah, I mean, League of Liquor, they're trying to do everything they can to put on a show. It's a double kill, 8 kills here for Whittle Guy on his main, and this is a fully charged shield. He will have to use it, but he's just going to drop again, and Team Hospitalized is now with 3 down. They should be able to take the objective and the mid tower. All of these skirmishes just slightly going their way. And it's 10 to 18 in kills here. Yeah, they just, I don't know what happened. I don't know what they had to drink. What was in the water between game 2 and game 3, Jason? But yeah,
They
I don't
do
know.
call it League of Liquor, but I think, as you mentioned, these skirmishes could have gone either way in a lot of occasions. But in a lot of senses, Ivern is a champion you don't want on the enemy team when you're going for those kind of plays. Because Ivern, if you let him get away 1 HP, he's going to make it hurt. The Medjai's Soul Stealer sitting at 24 stacks.
Oh my gosh,
one jungle
Ameza.
camp left to collect.
And
a
Lissandra with a
teleport
teleport.
coming out
He
on
has
the
the
flag.
showstopper to try and get out, but he's going to be collapsed on. And they do just take advantage and they stick him in there. And there is the ultimate. He is able to finally get 1 shield out, but they're easy.
And a tempered fade
look
onto
at
the
what
tower.
they're committing.
Who needs Volibear when you can just barb the tower? Agatio in a lot of danger though in the mid lane.
He is kind of alone here, and Bassoon is going to try and find something, and it is a nice counter kill. So
700 gold going over to Volibear. Whisper going to be happy with that one, but Daisy comes
yeah, I
up
think
as
that's
soon as
more
seen
than
this
okay.
before.
Oh, look at this, and this is Braum. There's nothing that Braum can do. Oh my gosh, he's so fed.
Yeah, Peril to call down on the top side. It will get a charge down. There are 5 Void Grubs. This tower is sitting
Jason!
at 1500 HP. The action is hot in game 3.
Oh no, Whittle just
Yeah,
backed.
Bard with the Fortify.
TJ is stuck here. Okay,
Uh-oh.
this is going to be a kill going over to Hope. They will feed it over to Hope. That and
Nice discipline, making
I think
sure it
that's
goes
fine.
onto the Hope.
Whisper already with 6 of the 12 kills for League of Liquor. So, yeah, it was a Bloodthirster that came through, not a Collector.
Yeah, Bloodthirster. That's what we were expecting. So I just Jax, just take a.
Well, I'm thinking that, like, of all the game 3s to get, you know, if we're looking a sweep in the face, what a game 3, you know, to go out on here.
Yeah, I'm glad it started out with good vibes because it's a bloodbath. 19 minutes into the game, 3rd dragon on the board, and both teams are here ready for it. It's gonna be another rumble in the river.
Yeah, I mean, this is the 3rd dragon. There's no, you don't need to inch your game for this, but both of these teams have shown that they're willing to fight for just about any reason. And so with a neutral objective up, of course it's time to fight. Watch out for how much damage Daisy does in this. They're very split, as Matt, Bassoon, and Whisper are going to look for an angle, but Hope and Doll aren't there, and they need to connect with their damage. And this is already going to be Matt going down, and Bassoon will drop behind them. Doll and Hope just couldn't get into do any damage. These are the 2 that were set up to deal damage. They're fully split from the team. Really nice positioning here from Hospitalized, and they're going to collect Dragon.
Yeah, I think the unfortunate thing about this, Misfortune has been nerfed, and you largely pick Bloodthirster so that you can rotate Misfortune into the mid lane, but that section of the game was kind of just overridden by the amount of skirmishes and bloodbath we had throughout the entire 10 to 20 minute
Yeah.
time point. This third dragon goes down, and
So
Hospitalized with the 2 kill advantage is going to move over to
Wha-
Baron control.
So one of the things that you can do in a game like this, where there's 34 kills on the board, there's so much extra gold in the game right now than there usually is, which means that doing things like an early Baron is a possibility,
Engage
and
mid,
Whisper is going to be annihilated. And oh my gosh,
And collected by the ace in the hole. Agatio picking up another kill,
Matt
but
is going
Zuzeth
for the
onto
play here
Abraxo.
onto Bard. I'm not sure if he will actually be able to pick this up, as TJ might just be here as the savior, the Knight in Shining Armor. I'm Jarvan and I'm helping. Will the Cataclysm come down? It does onto both. Crimson Yoni from the side. A nice haymaker.
Huge haymaker.
But it won't be enough, and that's 2 down. It's a double kill Peacemaker from Agateo, and Dahl is now the target.
Yep, full HP, but
Dahl
Hope
flashes
is resetting
forward,
in the mid lane.
and the 90
time.
caliber net backwards. The Peacemaker threw one more auto. There's no flash for Agateo, and so Agateo will just let Dahl live one more day. But this
That's
is
nice
going to be
save out of
Baron
Dahl.
for Team Hospitalized.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Hope was up to, but he resets full
As long
HP
as
in
they
the
don't
mid lane
SGI this.
with his bullet time available.
They're not going to
Baron
SGI
does
it.
drop.
Whisper's going to go in, and they are going to try and set up. It is a bullet time kill, so it is at least 1 for 1, which I don't think is terrible right now. Hope looking to just try and trade his life. He will get a double kill. Crimson Yoni as well. It's a triple kill for Hope. And now Dahl and Matt are here. Lifeform Disintegration Ray onto Whittle. It's a massive shutdown. The only one left alive is Whittle. Winner's Bite will land, and it's going to be an ace. And they wipe the Baron.
Oh, man. That's another drink. Agatio was the last one alive. And a wipe for League of Liquor. Could this get them back into the game? The Baron goes down, but it is not left up on anybody for Hospitalized. An enormous play to keep them in this. And I think this mid lane's going to drop to give them another bounty.
Wow. That if I had to choose one thing,
to defend this
one
game.
way to get back into the game, it's a Baron throw. And it's not a full throw, but they do. I mean, they cut down on all these Magi stacks down to 15 stacks for Whittle. Huge play. Will it be enough?
Yep. Did that? I think that the kill onto Agatio went over to Dahl, and a triple kill onto Hope. I'm not sure where the last kill went over to, but oh my goodness, what a way to keep yourself in it.
Okay, so we definitely need to see more stuns into Hope damage. That obviously that's what I mean. I think we knew that as the casters, but we definitely need to watch that happen as these teams continue to brawl it out. The items, item breakpoints coming through. Agateo on 2.5 items. Hope only on 1.5. He is backing here. This might be a second item completed. Let's see what he buys. He does buy Essence Reaver, so that's 2 items for the Misfortune off that fight. That's pretty big. Still about a 5k gold lead, about 4.5k actually, as Whisper is going to flash forward, and it's in onto Agateo, but Agateo is mostly out. Stormbreaker over the side, Agateo down, and it is going to be 1 down, so that is the Lissandra already dropping, and Matt is on the side. Agateo still alive. Finally will drop, but nobody has dropped for the side of League of Liquor. Bassoon very low, and it's a flag and drag onto the backline. A Cataclysm onto all 3. TJ finding so much value in his life here. Hope is on 1 HP. It ends up being a 3 for 2. The Bloodthirster get this
healing.
damage.
They could take this back.
Whisper needs to find something. Daisy almost dead.
Cutting it out. Daisy's going to drop here, and Hope is
Dahl,
low, but
Dahl!
Bloodthirst is available.
Dahl, what are you doing?
Oh, come on,
Protect your
you
team.
need to hit. Oh, and Whisper's going to get kited out by Whittle Guy. Daisy's down, but the fight
no
continues.
Abraxo's still there.
A huge W. Oh, Dahl not
my
quite on the same page
gosh.
with the target selection, looking deep onto Abraxo, but he needs to keep his eyes on Whittle.
Out of nowhere.
Whittle is not afraid to get in there.
Yeah, Jason, just out of nowhere, they're actually going even in these skirmishes now. So all game
These
they've been
have been so close, but now Hope
man.
is there to follow up with these, with all of Bassoon's winner's bites, and this Braum passive is making a huge difference. The concussive blows are massive. The engage forward from Yoni, but
Crimson,
the damage is fat.
Yoni should die here. Whisper is here. I guess there's still the Lissandra ulti. Okay, so no Frozen Tomb
There's a
is going to
dragon
be
coming up
used.
soon. They want to just decide to keep it safe, and they don't want to throw the game back into
They
hospitalized
need to
hands.
get
They've been
some
finding
wards down,
some
and they
great
know that.
fights.
Bassoon trying
Yet
to
that
walk
banana
up, trying to
bush
sweep some
has been
things out.
crucial all season, all split, or sorry, all series.
Yep.
That's not a drink. That's not a name.
I mean,
Oh,
I think
okay.
it's fair, Jason. We're
Deep
25
breath
minutes in.
before this
We've got
dragon
over
fight.
50 kills already at 25 minutes. So, well over 2 kills per minute. Let's go ahead and take a watch of this fight as
Let us hear it
TJ
in the
out of
chat if you're
position
enjoying this series.
does have to teleport
So
in.
teleport in. It's another 5v5 brewing at this dragon.
We see
It's
the
not
line
even soul
set.
point for either team.
Matt is positioning very aggressively, triple trap line, but he's around the trap line as he is going to showstopper in, but now he's on the back line alone, and he's basically just instantly obliterated down. Hope and Doll really need a better angle to find their way in, and they are going to look for it onto Crimson Yoni. Crimson Yoni drops dead. Doll has to blast cone out, but that gives perfect time for...
Huge bullet time.
It's only onto TJ though, and TJ will collect an Agateo with a double kill. It's gonna be at the end of the day a ace for Hospitalized as only the Crimson Yoni drops, and that will be a 5-for-1 team fight. Big gold lead advantage here for Hospitalized, and it is gonna be their second dragon and another turret mid.
Yep, I think that's the disadvantage of taking this hull breaker build with set. You're really strong in these side lanes, these 2v2s, these 3v3s. The skirmishes are your happy place, but in a 5v5 team fight, you're going to find yourself burst down quite quickly. You just don't have the resistances to take that much damage, especially in a gold-rich environment such as this one. This is looking like a solo queue banger. 25 stacks back on the Medjais for Widow Guy. We're sitting at 22-35. 57 kills at 26 minutes into the game, and oh my lord, what a banger game 3 is as Widow Guy is chased out of the jungle by
And Whisper's
Whisper.
looking, but again, he's down 3 levels. Oh, man. I really want to see them when they set up for these fights. They have to find a way for Doll and Hope to stay protected and to find a way to actually access the ability to do damage. They haven't really been successful with that so far. I haven't liked the Lissandra, but everything else on the side of Hospitalized has looked really good. Crimson Yoni.
Yep, it was great that they managed to burst out Lissandra before the Frozen Tomb could come through. But the same thing went over for Matt's set. He dives deep with the Showmaker, but just unable to find any definitive impact, and it really happened alone before his team could support him. He's on the side lane now. That's what his build enables him to do, but there's a decisive startup onto this Baron, already half HP after a second.
Yeah, Tempered Fate to buy more time. Bassoon needs to find a way, and Whispers... Oh, the stun comes through. Teleport here from Matt, but look, Hope is on the side, and Crimson Yoni will drop. They could find another team fight here, but there's no bullet time anymore, and so Hope's major team fight ability is down. Oh my God.
Showmaker down only onto TJ
Hope
to try to bring him into...
Yeah, with a snipe, and now they're turning back. Hospitalized realize, hold on, we actually win this fight. How does that stun land? I don't know, but they'll take advantage.
That's Bard physics for you.
That's a double kill.
Pushing deep. Yeah, I Hope picks up the kill with the bullet time, but then they take the fight as if he still has it. He's got the Bloodthirster, he can heal up, he can deal damage, but the bullet time is invaluable in these team fights to really bring the damage when Whisper brings the storm. 4 now pushing for end, Baron buff, teleport tanking up both towers.
They're looking for the end here. They're going for the end, but they are... Matt is dead for another 15 seconds. Crimson Yoni is going to Frozen Tomb onto Doll, but Doll is able to actually survive. And so that is Hope down on the other side. It looks like Bassoon is going to go down, and this could be the end of League of Liquor as they continue to push forward here. It's another kill for just a Whittle Guy as the turret will... No, he gets another shield timer. And somehow it's just chaos at the end of this game. But Team Hospitalized sweep League of Liquor, and we get a 3-0. Just like Season 1.
Yep, but it's in a spectacular fashion, so I think we got an action-packed Game 3. Huge congratulations to Team Hospitalized. Our Season 2 victors, they will get a star added to their lineup.
Champions of the LCC, Team Hospital.